What is up, everyone? Today, I'm going to show you how to use ChatGPT 4.0 to create highly targeted, hyper-personalized outreach to executives that lands meetings most of the time. A lot of people have trouble getting to executives, getting their attention. My clients were getting meetings with CEOs, COOs, CFOs very consistently using some of the strategies I'm going to share. So let's dive into it. A couple things I want to share before we get into the training. Number one, don't rely on just email as a channel. The key is to rely on at least three, if not four channels. Very important. Okay. When you send a great email, odds are it's still not going to be open because of spam filters, because of noise, because of volume. So you got to use other channels. I like to use Zoom Info or Seamless to get the cell phones and call the cell phone after each email to make sure they got it and really to pitch something that's very, very tailored to that person and their account. Secondly, is it takes a long time to get in the door, right? A lot of my biggest deals I didn't get until my 10th, 12th, 15th outreach. So the key is to do more prospecting to fewer people in the largest accounts, in your A accounts. Rather than prospecting to everyone in your territory, pick your very best accounts, pick the executives in those accounts, and rather than doing, a couple emails and then stopping, do 10 plus multi-channel outreach. So I usually go 7 emails, usually 3 or 4 phone calls. I send a video, and if they don't pick up the phone, I'll send a voice note. So it's not just single channel. Most people send 1 or 2 emails and they stop or they do an automated sequence that does not work. So if you want to get into executives, follow this approach, but also combine it with multiple channels. Let's dive into it. So a couple things I'm going to share. One is there's 3 levels of personalization. What we're talking about right now is what's called highly personalized or hyper personalized. So we're going to do a lot of research about the customer or the prospect, and we're going to do a lot of research around the individual and what they care about. And when we reach out to them, we need to share a point of view with clear linkage to the research. We want to share how we can help this individual achieve their goals or how we can help the company achieve their goals. Sometimes you need to even be a customer. I just had Alpesh Patel on my fireside chat. He sold the largest deal in Salesforce history at the time. It was a 9-figure deal, and he did it by becoming an insurance agent and learning their business inside and out. That's what I mean by silent shopper. I mean, become a customer, learn their business from the inside out. That's what we're going to talk about doing today. It's for large accounts, it's for A accounts, it's for enterprise accounts. There's other levels of personalization. We're not going to get into these semi-personalized or not personalized. If you want to get to executives, you have to hyper personalize the outreach. And so I'll give you a couple kind of quick tips. This is the format that I use, and I've created some prompts in ChatGPT 4.0 to help make this easy. But generally, you want to be warm and personal when you reach out. You want to compliment them. It's got to be sincere based on something you learned about them. Then you want to share observations. You want to share what you learned about them and give your point of view. My typical structure is you're trying to go here, and that's when I share the goals and priorities of the individual or the executive. And then the sentence 4 is typically, here's the challenge or the problem with the way you're doing it today. And I introduce contrast. I introduce a gap between where they want to go and where they are today. And then my point of view is, hey, we can help fill the gap. Okay. And then I ask them if they'd be open to learning more. So that's kind of the framework again for the prompts I'm going to show you. Now, I also did a training a couple weeks ago, and we had 2,400 people register. It was insane. And I trained how to use AI, not just for prospecting, but also for point of view development, for getting higher up in an account, to help champions sell on your behalf. I gave a 17-page AI prompt library. If you haven't listened to it yet, wait till the end of this video. I'll share how you can watch it, download it for free, as well as get the prompt library. It is absolute fire. Make sure you listen to the whole training. It's about an hour long, and it's filled with 20 plus years of knowledge packed into one library of AI. If you're not using AI effectively, you are going to be in a lot of trouble. So I share the prompt libraries, which is really detailed in the 4 use cases, right? The use case around POV development, the use case around, other writing executive emails. We're going to focus right now on using use case number two, which is hyper personalized executive outreach. Again, if you want these prompts, just wait till the end. I'll share how to get them. Okay. So here's the prompt. It's really simple. It's this prompt right here, which is um, I'm a sales rep. You put your name, you put your company, you put who you're targeting. I'm targeting this person, and here's their name and title. Please write a personalized, executive ready email that speaks to their role, their publicly stated goals or quotes, and how we can help them. The email should be concise, structured with bullet points, written in natural language, and with the soft call to action. Okay. Again, I like to use the deep research function, but typically, again, you wouldn't start outreaching until you've done the research on the account and develop the POV for the account. So typically, I like to follow this in order, and I don't reach out to the executives until I know what the account's trying to do. Okay. So I already shared a company, a real company called Workiva, and a real prospect um, called Key Corp, which I randomly selected from the Fortune 500 list. And here's the prompt. I'm a sales rep at Workiva targeting this person who's the CFO, write the email. So I went and put it here, and here's what came out, right? So just from that prompt, supporting your vision for capital efficiency and operational simplification. Followed your leadership, was struck by your comments around sustainable performance, right? The balance between growth and discipline is exactly where we partner with CFOs to create impact. We're helping companies like KeyBank, already a customer, eliminate manual reporting, reduce audit and centralized data. Based on what you're leading, here are a few ways we can help. So what this does is it takes their top initiatives that the CFO is focused on and shows exactly how Workiva is going to help. So again, the key is to show me you know me. Show the client that you've done your homework, you know what they're focused on. This happens to be Clark's top four initiatives, right? Capital planning and strength, and Workiva can help automate and stress test the workflows, provide link data to CET1, liquidity, IRR models. I don't know what any of that stuff means, but I'm sure if you work for Workiva, you do know what that means. Efficiency and expense management, right? Again, duplicative efforts, removing them across finance, investor and regulatory compliance. These are all things that Key Corp Bank cares about, and Workiva can directly help them, right? So that's a great first email. It took a few minutes and it's very targeted. That's what hyper personalization is. Now, I personally feel like that first sentence isn't something I would say. I was struck by your comments around sustainable performance. I wouldn't personally be struck by anyone's comments around sustainable performance because I'm not in finance and that stuff doesn't excite me. I hope you can sense my sarcasm. But what I did here is I said, can you make the first sentence sound more like me? All right. If you use ChatGPT, it knows you well. It knows what your tone is. And so now it's going to sound more like me. So I've been following your leadership, appreciate your focus on scaling growth while staying disciplined. Your message around achieving positive operating leverage, growing revenue while simplifying, streamlining how we work really stood out. And there's a link to the deck. That's a little softer of a message. That's how we help other banks. And then I link back to exactly what we do. Okay. So that's the first email. All right. That's the first email. And again, in this case, Workiva happened to be already a vendor there. So I just made it even more refined. And I said, hey, can you mention they're already using Workiva and request a meeting to talk about other opportunities? So if you're selling into an account that has a footprint somewhere, always reference that they are a customer. It's so key to getting warm meetings is to say, hey, you're already using us. You already have an MSA. You already have a PSA in place. And that makes it a lot warmer. So now you can see my final version. This is something I would send. Hi, Clark. I know Workiva is playing an important role at KeyBank, particularly in streamlining SEC reporting, SOX compliance, and internal controls. Again, ChatGPT did the research on this. Your team has done a great job using the platform to eliminate manual processes, improve auditability, and gain faster and accurate data. Given your focus on capital efficiency, operating leverage, and simplifying teams, I wanted to reach out personally to explore how we can build on that foundation. And then it plugs in the details. Now, some people say don't make a long email, but that's garbage advice. I promise you. Whoever's telling you that hasn't sold $1 million year after year in the enterprise. Okay. You don't get meetings with executives by short, like generic emails. You get it by being specific. Executives are super busy. You need to outline exactly how you help them. Every email that I've sent and every email for people that I've coached that have gotten a response has been detailed. You're trying to do X, Y, and Z. Here's how we help. You can't share that message if you're just doing 2 sentences or 3 sentences. So the people that are giving you advice, keep it short, are people that are doing volume-based prospecting to a lot of people, not those that are doing hyper personalized prospecting to large enterprises. So just be mindful of where you're getting your information. Long works as long as it's quality, as long as it's good content, and as long as it's detailed. Okay. Um, so again, this is the this is the one to Clark. Now, if I didn't have Clark's information, or if I have lower level people that potentially, I can't find stuff on, then I can use a hyper personalized email to the account. And this is the next type of prospecting. You're either prospecting to the individual and what they care about, or you're prospecting to the account and what the account cares about. So again, this is the next prompt. If you can't find information or you can't find stuff about the actual person that you're prospecting to that you can reference, you can't quote what they say, then go right to the account level. So this is an example of that. And you can send this to anybody that is lower level that might not have a LinkedIn or might not be talking publicly like a CFO would about their goals and priorities. So if you're targeting a controller or a VP of accounting or VP of compliance, maybe they don't speak as openly as a CFO would. So in this case, you can talk about account specific priorities and goals. So you can say, hey, I've been following your direction, wanted to reach out with an idea, right? Here's what we believe we can help with. And I reference again what the CEO is saying. Operational efficiency, and it talks about the company's goal to push non-interest expense by 3 to 5% to reduce it. The company's goal, right, of scaling the risk teams, the company's goal of investor and capital compliance, right? These are CFO and CRO level priorities. So if I want to send this to someone else, in this case, this guy, we didn't research him, but he looks like someone who's important in the company. He's the SVP of finance, right? He doesn't have a lot of public stuff. Um, and again, you can do this with people that are VP, SVP, controllers, etc. But now I just said, hey, send this to Joseph Hoffman and include areas that are most relevant to his role as SVP of finance director. So this is what came to Joseph, which I really liked. I've been following your great work that the Key Corp is doing. Given your role overseeing financial reporting, close, and controls, I wanted to quickly share how we help you and where that opportunity is. We know you're using us for these areas, but we think we can help with accelerating financial close, very specific to Joseph's role as the SVP of finance, strengthening control frameworks and ensuring data consistency. Would you be open to a brief conversation to explore, where else Workiva can support your finance transformation efforts? I mean, it's so tailored. It's so tailored. It makes so much sense to do it this way, you guys. So that's how you do it. And again, I can keep going on this, but I want to just leave it at that for now. The key to effective executive prospecting is to show them you've done your research, show them you understand what their goals and priorities are, introduce the contrast of what they're doing today versus where they want to go, and show them how your company can bridge the gap. Now, if you want to watch the full 1 hour training completely free on AI and how to use AI for not just outreach, but also POV development and also getting higher up in an account and also helping your champion sell internally, watch the webinar right here. And when you sign up, you'll also get my 17-page prompt library for AI ChatGPT 4.0 prompts. Make sure you have the deep research enabled. I'm Ian Koniak. I hope this is super valuable. I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.